Sponsored by BGC Industrial Cleaning, and 7 Arvos Junior over 6, 5 and 3. 7, 6, 5 and 3. Spanish Bell at $4, 5 Arinka Barbie at $7.20, and Arvos Junior. The Grand Stayer from Victoria, $1.90. Chantel's Girl representing South Australia at $11, and Pristine Image, also South Australian, at $14. Selections from Brenton, 7 to beat 3, 5 and 1. So we head to Paul for the next at Dapto. We've really looked forward to the National Distance Grand Final. And Hilton, how do you see the big one tonight?
Well, I am surprised by the price of Arvos Junior. Bookmakers on track are betting black figures. You know, it's probably 10 cents better than flip of the coin odds with one bookie. And I reckon he's keen to lay it, so I reckon he's off the boil here. I reckon Arvos Junior can beat these number 7. 3 Spanish Bell. If she gets a clear run, she's going to be right in the finish. Oh, look, I'm tipping nothing against the favourites here, so 2 Tippers Comet for third. It'll be running on well at the end. And number 5, Arinka Barbie. 7-3-2-5, race number 7.
Arvos Junior, 7 on top from Hilton, 7, 3, 2 and 5. First of the greyhounds parading Chantel's Girl, the South Australian, and the pre-race favourite, the great Arvos Junior's trainer George Arvanitis, and George now links up with Hilton Donaldson.
What was his injury and how is it?
Oh, his injury was at the back of his base of his neck, towards the middle of his back. He was actually just lifted off the ground when he ran last time at Sandown.
In the catching pen you're talking about?
And yeah, not by my catcher, but by the staff of Sandown. And the way they've handled him, they've taken his skin from his muscle and caused infection, bruising. And it's taken us about a week and a half to get him right. But I think he's all right. I really think he might go well tonight.
He had a hydro bath 2 days ago. Did he enjoy that?
Oh, look, all our dogs get hydro baths. Yeah, he enjoyed it. Yeah.
When did you travel over and how did he handle it?
Oh, he travelled yesterday morning. We came over and we got to Angle Park at about 3 o'clock. We walked the track and we let the chappies let the lure go round for him to watch. We had a look at the new setup, the new kennels, the weighing scales, so he can familiarise himself with the setup here.
And he won an Adelaide Cup heat and he ran 3rd in the Adelaide Cup final, but bar for the injury, would you have still trialled him prior to this?
Yeah, a lot of people have asked me that question. I probably wouldn't have trialled him, no.
All right, and if he wins tonight, can we call him a champion or is he won already?
Look, he's a very good dog. I think if he wins tonight, we call him a champion.
Javanitis with Arvos Junior in the big one of the night. One of the big ones for the stayers, the National Distance Grand Final. Arvos Junior has just a phenomenal record. A winner of 22 from 54, 11 out of 11 at Sandown. 20 minor placings all up. First start here over the 731 metres. Coming off wins in the heat and the final. Victorian heat and state final. Defeating Distinctive in the heat, 42-16, and beating Distinctive in the final by 7 in 42.05. Hilton Donaldson goes 7 Arvos Junior, 3 Spanish Bell, 2 Tippers Comet, and 5 Arinka Barbie, 7, 3, 2 and 5. Next at Albion Park, race 8 in 7 from now. In the frame is a rating special, number 5 over 4 Happy Chappy, 2 Proper Jessica, 3 Mixed Mint, 5 a special over 4, 2 and 3. Favourite in the frame, number 5 at $2.10. You've got She's a Good Sort, $7. 4 Happy Chappy, $6.70. 8 Totally Serious, $5.40. The best 8 over the $5.20. John Brashko's 5 in the frame over 1, 4 and 8. All clear Sandown, the 5th placings of 3, 7, 2, 30, 25, splits 5, 20 and 19 and 32. On the way to the start for the National Distance Grand Final, sponsored by BGC Industrial and the Market. Chantel's Girl, representing South Australia, has the early speed. 12 starts at the track over this distance for 8 wins and 4 minor placings. Ran 2nd in the heat, state heat behind Zoom Zoom McLaren, and ran 2nd in the final behind Pristine Image. Tippers Comet, representing New South Wales. Solo trialled at Angle Park in 43.13. Spanish Bell, $4.30, representing Queensland. Solo trialled at Angle Park over the short course, 29 and 57. Pristine Image, representing South Australia. It's had 23 wins from 50 starts at Angle Park with 21 minor placings. Won the heat in 43.94 and the final over Chantel's Girl in 43.47. Arinka Barbie, a greyhound from New South Wales, it's won its last 5 in a row. First start at the track, but does have blistering early speed. Question mark whether Chantel's Girl can hold out Arinka Barbie soon after the start. You've got Bella's Angel representing Western Australia. Bella's Angel, a winner of its last 4. Qualified with a win at Kennington over Ostie's Warrior, 41.84, a record run. Arvo's Junior, as we mentioned, an outstanding performance last start to win at Sandown to qualify for the final. A winner of 22 from 54. Representing Victoria is the pre-post favourite. Excessive Heat representing Tasmania. Excessive Heat at $67. For the National Distance Grand Final, here's Brenton Yates.
They're about to come in. This is the BGC Industrial Cleaning Supplies National Distance Championship Final. As they move in. Last 4 about to come up. Race 7 at Angle Park. The BGC Industrial Cleaning Supplies National Distance Final. They're all in. Green light on. They're ready to rock and roll here. BGC Distance Final. Racing. Beginning okay, Chantel's Girl, Arvo's Junior away okay with Irinka Barbie. Irinka Barbie led to the first turn. Arvo's Junior challenging though as they come into the home straight the first time. Behind those, Chantel's Girl, Bella's Angel, Excessive Heat. A big break, Spanish Belle. They were followed by Tipper's Comet and Pristine Image, but the roar goes up as Arvo's Junior sweeps to the lead. He kicks 2 or 3 clear now of Irinka Barbie. The Victorian champ goes for home. 5 away, Chantel's Girl. Then Bella's Angel, Excessive Heat off the back. Arvo's Junior by 2. Irinka Barbie will not surrender. 3 away came Bella's Angel. They turn. Arvo's Junior clear, getting a bit tired. Irinka Barbie challenging. The Victorian in front. And Arvo's Junior, he is the king tonight. Arvo's Junior first. Irinka Barbie second. Third goes the way of Bella's Angel. Behind those, Tipper's Comet. From Pristine Image, Spanish Belle, Excessive Heat and Chantel's Girl. After race 7, numbers are 7, 5, 6 and 2, and the favourite in. Arvo's Junior, a blue brindle dog, September 2000, Arvo's Express, Arvo's Alarm, George Arvanitis trains, owned by K. Arvanitis, and that of course is Carly, has been too good, number 7. 5, Irinka Barbie did not surrender, a black bitch, May 2001, history lesson, Jackie Rooster, and trained by John Finn. Third going to 6, Bella's Angel. A brindle bitch, October 99, Ultimate Wish, Fool's Fun. And in third spot, trained by John Iwanek. So it's 7, 5, 6, 2 is fourth. 42.66 is the time. 42.66 after the BGC Industrial Cleaning Supplies National Distance. A length and a quarter by a long neck. A length and a quarter by a long neck. Splits were 4.17, 15.94, 29.01, 42.66, 7, 5, 6 and 2. The favourite too good. $1.90 on Unitab and $1.20 Arvo's Junior. 5 Irinka Barbie, gallant in defeat second, $1.80. 6 Bella's Angel, a WA Greyhound at $3.20 in third. Quinella $5.90, trifecta $46.30. And the first 4, 7, 5, 6, 2 was fourth, $133.40 the return. The double, $5, and the treble will check for you in just a tick. 7, 5, 6, 2 fourth. There is the all clear after race 7.
Thank you, Brenton, and a terrific performance, Arvo's Junior for George and Kylie Arvanitis representing Victoria, 190, 120. Terrific performance by Irinka Barbie, but when Arvo's Junior was so close at the first turn, it was going to make it difficult for Irinka Barbie, but just kicked back terrifically well, and Bella's Angel, the run of the race, gave the leaders a long start for Western Australia, was doing its best work over the concluding stages. 46.30 the trifecta, the treble 7.27, $14.80, and Unitab first 4, 7, 5, 6 and 2, $133.40. On the way to the boxes, the 8th event from Albion Park. She's a good sword, $7. 6 and 2, $120.70, and there is the grand final winner of the National Distance Championship, Arvos Junior. Hedge the ratings for the sprint. It's at $2.70, Elite State at $2.10 and favourite, Lionhearted $7.10, Fitzroy Jim $7.30. Well, Hilton, how do you see the National Sprint Grand Final?
Well, on course, the bookmakers, I believe, bet near enough to $2.50 about Elite State. There's still black figures on the board and only about 20 cents shorter than that, so Elite State is the favourite over Halls Northern. Halls Northern is under half each way. There's not a great deal between them, if you know what I mean. And then Fitzroy Jim, number one, is best of the others. The greyhounds have had the preview, as you may be seeing now, as we call it here in South Australia, the preview. And it looks like most of the greyhounds have partaken in that particular preview. The 5 is not there. Halls Northern, he's still in the kennel house. Gee, the new kennel house here, you'll see a feature on it in the coming weeks. The new glass fronted kennel house right in the heart of the action. I've never seen anything like it. They were 3 and 4 deep around that glass, and well, it's just a sensational thing to see. All right, I've gone 7-5, no step away from the favouritism here. 3 Lionhearted and 1 Fitzroy Jim. Look, if Fitzroy Jim gets away, he can win the race, but if something gets to him early, you'd think that a greyhound like Lionhearted would be able to beat him for a place. I don't think the other greyhounds can figure in this race. I don't think they've had enough experience at the track, or they're good enough, to be honest. So 7-5, 3-1. And I've got to keep kicking myself, Rod, that we've got 2 Group 1s on here tonight, as if the distance race wasn't good enough. Here we go with one of the best sprint races on greyhound racing calendar this year.
And Hilton, before you go, the crowd, around the 3,000 mark?
Yeah, it's massive, Rod. It's comfortable. They're not packed to the rafters, but everywhere you look, there are people and plenty of them. It'd almost rival the Adelaide Cup crowd of last year, but you've got to remember that's in January, and here we are in spring, but it's still quite chilly. Not a bad night weather-wise, really, and it was well advertised this particular night. You know, prime time television advertising on our mainstream channels here, and newspaper and radio, etc. So full credit to GRSA. They've done a fantastic job, and they've been rewarded with a good attendance.
Very much so. Good on you, Hilton. And yeah, the build up to it, and also the night activities have been well put together, and Greyhound Racing South Australia have done a wonderful job.
Did you time your run better this week?
Yeah, got here about 10 to 5, yeah, pretty good really, yeah, because we kennelled straight away, yeah.
How long does it take to travel from Eagle Hawk to Angle Park?
Oh, we took our time. It's only about 7 hours.
Did he handle it well?
Magic, yeah, really magic.
29.55 in the trial. Were you happy with the run?
Bit slow early, but, you know, we sort of expect him to go a little bit better tonight, yeah.
Can you give Elite State a start and a beating?
Yeah, oh, not too much, but anyway, you know, I don't think we'll give him a start. I think we'll lead him.
Well, that's a fair assessment there, Ken. You've had a good look at the race.
Yeah, well, you know, Elite State couldn't lead Blackjack Tom. We led him in the maturity. You know, he's a very quick dog. Early, my bloke. You know, when he pings, you know, he's got a fair bit of toe. We have to ping tonight from box 5. So, yeah, we're pretty confident, mate, I'll tell you.
Is he a better dog than Elite State?
I reckon he is, yeah. I reckon he's raced in better class than Elite State right throughout his career, especially his last 16 or 17, 18 starts, you know. He's raced against top-class dogs, bad boxes, and still been able to win, you know. So I think he's a really good dog, mate, you know. And when the going gets tough, mate, he gets really tough, and, you know, and he keeps coming, you know. So I think he's a pretty good dog, yeah.
And that's Ken Hunt with Hilton Donaldson as the Greyhounds are on their way to the boxes for the National Sprint Grand Final. Well, pre-post favourite, Elite State, representing Queensland, drawn box 7. Currently luxurious odds to my eyes at $2. Reg K is the trainer, and a short time ago joined Hilton Donaldson.
How did he handle the flight over?
Very good, Hilton. Yeah, the best he's travelled. I think he's learning.
Have you kept the same routine as last week before the trial?
Yeah, pretty well the same. Yeah.
Let's talk about that trial. There's been a few discussions about it. You said he was completely lost, but it may not have all been his fault.
No, Hilton, no. There's slats across the boxes here to give him a grip, and I think with his toe, I think he heard his toe coming out. Like, it was pretty obvious when he pulled up in the catching pen he was on 3 legs. Yeah. And I don't think he drove early like he can, because I think the lure driver was caught a bit unawares.
You can say it. You can get stuck into the lure drivers, Reggie. I thought it was a bad drive myself.
I think the dog made him look a bad drive, Hilton. Right. Yeah, because he was probably expecting him to be up there a bit. Like, his middle section just wasn't there compared with what he can run. I don't know what a section is around the back to the back is, but he's run the second fastest section I'll ever run at Wendy, and he's gone 11:49 at Albion. That'll be getting down around the best. Well, he's only gone 2/10 quicker than Sarah's bitch to the back mark here last week. So.
Well, Ken Hunt reckons Halls Northern's a better greyhound. What do you say to that?
Set now. Here's Brenton.
Away, Elite State got out okay. Fitzroy Jim showing pace. They drive. Elite State trying to cross Fitzroy Jim, and does so, the Queenslander. Driving through to third, Lionhearted. Halls Northern out the back to fourth at Exacta. Then Big Bad Catherine from My Boy Speedy, Bronte Blue. Halls Northern last of all, but Elite State on the bunny. He goes for home, 6 clear over Lionhearted. Then Fitzroy Jim, they turn Elite State. The champion Queenslander is going to street them in the final. He is the best in the land tonight. Elite State wins by 6, Lionhearted second, Fitzroy Jim third from Big Bad Catherine. Behind those, Bronte Blue at Exacta, then Halls Northern, and last in My Boy Speedy. After race 9, too good. 26 starts, 23 wins, and he has run 29.33. 7-3-1, 6 is fourth. So the 2 South Aussies going well, second and third, but no match tonight for Elite State. Has absolutely destroyed them in the BGC Industrial Cleaning Supplies National Sprint Championship Final. Elite State, trained by Reg K. James Osborne, the owner, has been far too good tonight. Just the best, Spark again. Black Dog, April 2001. Second, going to 3 Lionhearted for Kieran Corby by Ginger McGee out of Menamble Liz, and 1 Fitzroy Jim for Todd Kelly. But once he found the front, that was it. He mustered. Fitzroy Jim was booting up, but he found the lead, and it was all over. He ran away for a good win. 5 lengths by 2 3/4. 7-3-1, and 6 are the confirmed numbers after the BGC Industrial Cleaning Supplies National Sprint Championship Final. Elite State, too good after the big one, just standing by for divvies. So it's 7-3-1, 6 fourth. Queensland, the champion state in the sprint division after race 9 at Angle Park.
Thanks, Brenton. Now, Watch Elite State from the 7 began perfectly. Halls Northern began okay, but was no match for Elite State, who cut hard across the South Australian Fitzroy Jim, raced straight to the front. While that was going on, Halls Northern was checked out the back. Likewise, the Tasmanian My Boy Speedy and Big Bad Catherine. But Elite State just broke their hearts down the back straight. 29.33, splits of 4.39 and 16 and 60. 26 starts for 23 wins, 2 minor placings, and is the best in the land. Elite State, 210, 120, have a Lion-Hearted Fitzroy Jim third, trifecta 41.40. Now, there was a delay at Dapto for second and third after the photo. 5 Love to Dancers gained second, and a 7 Harley Rider third, which is most surprising. 4, 5, 7, 29.91, splits 5.17, 17.05. Next one, $1,260.20. Superfecta, not one. The best in the land, the best sprinter, Reg K and Elite State, taking out the National Sprint Grand Final.
The helping hand, you know they sail their ships upon these shores, and they're looking for freedom.
says. A full review of the National Distance and National Sprint Grand Final on the Catching Pen this coming Sunday evening. A lead state, 26 starts, 23 wins, 2 minor placings. Next event from Dapto, race 9 goes in 7 from now.